And thank you for letting me know that you weren't seeing my screen earlier. All right, let's go. All right, here's what I love about Wakana. We got really good profits. I've seen a lot of companies, I've seen a lot of compensation plans. I like ours because you can make money. You put forth the effort, you put forth the work, there's a way to benefit. There are ways, 7 ways to get paid, and we're going to look at all 7. But if you're a person who says to me, well, I don't really want to, build a team, okay, no problem. You don't ever have to. But I promise you one thing, you're going to do this for any length of time, and the team is going to be built, whether you even want to, because I didn't join Wakana to build a team. I joined Wakana because I wanted people to get CBD. Once I learned about the endocannabinoid system and the benefits of it, then I wanted everybody I know to at least be exposed to it. So that's what the online dispensary does. I can't emphasize it enough. You own your own online dispensary. Yes, yes. You don't have to pay thousands of dollars to get a brick and mortar and go out and get a license and still may not be able to do anything. Right. So now you have your own dispensary, just like an Amazon, and anybody can go to your website and you earn money from 20 to 50%. And they get free shipping when it's anything over $50 right now. It's been that way since the pandemic. It hasn't changed. And they get affordable, and you get affordable, natural, and organic products. So let's talk about this 20 to 50%. Let's go there. Every month, you start off every month. And whether $1 is sold or $1,000 is sold on your website, you get commission, and it starts at 20%. Now, I've been with companies that they started 8%. I've energy companies, and they had to change a whole lot of folks' energy company just to get 8%. And they had to go a lot to just get an increase of that percentage. What I love about Wakana is that the more you bring in, the more you get paid. Where does that happen? It sure doesn't happen on your job. So when you come in, there are 4 numbers that you should learn: 500, 1,000, 2,500, and 5,000. You don't have to have this chart. If you just remember 500, 1,000, 2,500, and 5,000, you can succeed. And we give titles for those dispensaries. That's not ranking in the company. You are a dispensary owner. It means you own a bronze dispensary because you hit $500 in CV during 1 calendar month. You own a silver dispensary because you did $1,000. Gold, 2,500, and platinum. Yes, yes, yes. We have people that are doing $5,000 in CV. What is CV? Commissionable volume. There it is, written right there. Commissionable volume. What does that mean? That means the company does not pay you on the retail price of a product. They would not stay in business if they did that. Something's got to make operating expenses go on, right? So every product has a CV. I'll show you how to find that in just a minute. So when you hear the word CV, that's important, that's what you're getting paid on. So what was your CV for the month? Now, on your website, if you did say 1,000, you can find all of this in your back office, under your My Team, under your data viewer. Data viewer is your best friend. So every month you should be checking that. By the end of the month, by the 3rd week of the month, every week of the month, whatever, you need to be checking your CV. So let me show you just how to do that. Let's go to the website again. We're going to the website. This time I'm going to sign in because you as a distributor are the only ones that can see this. Nobody else, a customer can't see your CV. And you always have this little security for security purposes. Okay, so I signed in, little black bar right here. If you don't see that, click My Back Office and it'll appear. My team, data viewer. Data viewer is your best friend. So what do we see when we go to data viewer? We're going to see something that looks like this. Points earned, state, sales view, sales value, CV, customers, and distributor. Now, let me do something real quick, because again, a lot of times we're on our phones and still it's a little more difficult to see it. So I'm going to stop sharing and go back to my phone. Just for all you phone users, or you may be out and about and you, hey, what's my data viewer? What's my CV? And you're on your phone. But guess what? You can see it on your phone, but it's a little more difficult to see. So here we go. Okay, so now, first I got to sign in. So I got to go where? To menu right here. I got to log in right there. Because I've done it before, it's already in there, but if you didn't, you'd have to put your email and your password, and then come here and put that captcha code. 80337. And then press sign in. Now I'm scrolling up a little bit. So what did I just do? I pressed this small downward arrow menu. Go away. Downward arrow menu. And then I've got some choices here. I got to scroll up with my finger very gently and find my team. There's my team. And then I got to scroll up very gently again. And there is data viewer. All right. So it's still there. But again, as I said earlier, it's hidden. All right. So much for the phone. Okay, so when we get to data viewer now, every month you're looking at this. So what if this particular month, your CV, and that's what you're looking at, CV, that's the column, and you're only concerned about yourself, that's personal. Personal, the first row is you. You got a lot of other things, and we'll look at those later, but CV is what we're talking about. So this person did 527.16 CV in one calendar month. Guess what? They got a raise. That's what I mean about this. See, where is it that you can bring in more money and now you get paid more money? So now you don't get paid 20%, you just got a 5% raise. Now you do have to have a minimum number of customers, but I'm telling you, if you did 500 in a calendar month, you probably had more than 2 customers, and you can be one of them. You and another person, bam, y'all did $500 in CV. $500 in CV is more than that in retail, so just know that. But now you get 25%, and the company is going to give you a $50 product bonus for you to spend on free product. All you got to do is send an email to support@Wakana, say, hey, I did $500, I got $50 product bonus. I would like to get XXXYZ. Now they're going to check and make sure you did your, $500. But guess what? When you do 1,000, this example, 1,025.62, that was done in one calendar month. This is true. These are real numbers. They got a raise. Not 20, not 25, but 30%. That's why this is paid out month to month, every month, because you don't want to get paid 20% when you're supposed to be getting paid 30%. So you want to calculate it by the end of the month. And now you're getting 30%. Got to have 5 customers, at least a minimum. It could be the same customers month after month after month. You don't want it to be. You want it to be some more new customers, of course. But now you get a product bonus of $100. Here's another example. 2,429.80. That was the CV for the calendar of the month. Now, this was a person who did not pay attention. Why do I say that? Because what's the next level? The next level is 2,500. So that means if you did 2429, you're leaving money on the table. So this should not happen, because data viewer is what we're looking at, is your best friend. Who's your best friend? Data viewer. So you check this, you look at this. You don't depend on anybody else because you want to know you were that close. What is that? 71 CV away from a raise? No, no, no. So what do I need to know? I need to know, what did I need to get that up to 2,500? Or who do I need to talk to that might have a product? Well, how do I know? I go to my website. Every product has a CV associated with it. So when I go to the product, you got to be signed in as a distributor. Customers cannot see this. So I'm just going to go shopping. I'm going to go look at, let's go to topicals, because our pain cream is one of our it's always in the top 5 of things that are sold, because our pain cream works. So now I'm going to the pain cream. Come on up. Waiting for you, pain cream. Okay, now the website's moving slow. Okay, there's the pain cream. Okay, I don't see it, but I click view details. When I click view details, I go past the name, the benefits, the directions, the ingredients, keep going down, come to the price, the sales price, the use save, and over here under volume, there's an I. Put your cursor on it. You do not have to click it, just put your cursor on it. What does it say? 45, unilevel CV. That is your CV. Every single product that we have on the website has an associated CV. So that's 45. I need 71 in this example. 45 and 45 is what? 90. 2 pain creams sold, or 2 pain creams bought. You got people that you know they use it, call them up. Hey, are you low on your pain cream? You're trying to get your 71 points. Or if it's for me, I'm just not going to let 71 CV not let me get a raise. So if I got to buy 2 myself, I'm just going to do it. That's just me. I'm not trying to tell you how to spend your e-wallet money, because that's where I'm going to buy it from, my e-wallet. But it's going to be financially feasible. It makes sense. Now, if you are 200 points short, that doesn't make sense to spend money like that to get, because it doesn't balance out. You got to do the math, right? But this is how you find it. Every single product has it. Or we could go to, let's go back shopping, and we could go to tinctures. And when we go to tinctures, we're going to find some other products. Our hempranium, that's the #1 seller as well. We got our hemp MD. We got hemp powered hair. All of those are tinctures. But I just want to show you one particular tincture. This is just for you. And you can take your time and go through the website and make your own little cheat sheet, so you don't have to go looking every single time. But the hemp powered hair, let's check it out. View the details. And scroll on down, put your cursor on the eye. Whoa, look at there, 100 CV, voila, that's it. Okay, that covers it and more, right? So that's why we wanna make sure that we don't allow this to happen. This should never happen, because data viewer is your best friend. Last example. This person did 5,081 in 1 calendar month. Again, these are real bona fide numbers. We didn't make these up. This is somebody's back office. Guess what? They got 40%. They had to have at least 25 customers. They had more than 40, 25 customers. And again, you're one of those customers. How dare you not shop from your own store? That's one of the ways I get distributors, because you're buying from me all the time. Hey, how would you like to have your own store and buy from yourself? People ask me, well, do I get a discount because I buy from myself? No, you get paid for what you buy from yourself. Wow. Okay. So now you get $500 product bonus. Look at that. You get 40% and $500 product bonus. When you total all that up, you're looking at 50% actually, right? So now sometimes CEO Melissa Boston will say double product bonus. Do you understand what that means? Anybody that hits this 5,000, they just got $1,000 in free product. Amazing. Let me repeat again. The company doesn't keep track of it. So you keep track of your product bonus. You send an email in to support@wakana.com to get your products, to let them know, here's what I want, and they ship it to you at no charge. All right, so that's just the first stream of income. Can you believe that? Look at the money you just made. Did anybody hear the cha-ching taking place? Because that was from your website that you send out all over the country, all over the world, eventually all over the world, but all over 50 states. So sometimes when people say, well, I just want a brick and mortar place. Why would you just want a brick and mortar place? Why not have both? Because there are people that leave your store, but they live in other parts of the city or other regions, or they know people. Now you give them your website as well, and it's the best of both worlds. But then what about a person who, as I said earlier, they come, they buy from you, but if they keep buying from you, why not have their own? Well, I want them to keep buying from me. No, you don't get it, because they're retail overrides. See, you benefit even if they have their store, their website, you get overrides from them. It's like an agency. I'm a licensed insurance agent, and if I have an agency, there are other people that are my agents. They sell a life or health policy, I get the override. Same thing here at Wakana. So now they have their website. They get 20 to 50%, depending on where they are in a calendar month. Whatever that total is, you get 15% because you sponsored them. And then they sponsor somebody else who gets 20 to 50. They get 15, you get 5. So do you understand? 5, 5, 2, 2. Okay, no, you don't have this yet. So here we break it down. You get 20 to 50% from your website. You sponsored one person. Now you get 15% from them. They sponsored one person. You get 5% from that person. And they sponsor somebody, and you get 5% from them. And they sponsor somebody, and you get 2% from them, and 2% who they sponsored, and 1% who they sponsored, all the way down to 7 levels possibly. Down there in that 7th level, you don't have a clue how many people that is. But in this example, that is only one person sponsoring another person. That's not reality. You yourself will probably sponsor another person, and they'll sponsor somebody who sponsors somebody, or they'll sponsor 2 or 5 or 100 people. But the point is, cha-ching, 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 cha-ching. It just keeps happening. And how many times can it happen? Unlimited. That's why you never, ever stop talking to people yourself. You're never dependent on somebody else telling somebody else who tells somebody else. And that's why you don't get discouraged when only one person shows up to your webinar or to your meeting, or you talk to somebody and they didn't show up, and then you talk to somebody else, because you don't know who that one person is, who may know hundreds of thousands of people. What if that one person is a Willie Mooney? What if that one person is a Melissa Boston or a Phyllis Nash or a Dr. Pat or a Dr. Rita? See? And then you want to watch this. Who, where, who's your best friend? Data viewer. Because now that same column of CV that we just looked at, where you were looking at personal, now you're looking at the whole thing going down, the 7 levels. Because every time you sponsor somebody, that's level 1. That's personal. You're personal. You sponsor. Everybody is on that level 1. And everybody who they sponsor is on level 2. And who they sponsor is on level 3. So you can have numerous people on levels 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, all the way down to 7. And now you get paid. All of that hierarchy that I just talked about. Add that up. Look at this calendar month, 55,000. This person was paid 40% of that 5,000, 15% of the 11,000, 5% of the 9,700. See, I mean, if you calculated this was a darn good month. This was 1 month for this individual, and this was a true story. So that's why I say to people, how long will it take you to develop that? Does it matter really? I mean, tell me what else you got going on that has this potential. So you just work your business, you keep talking to customers, you keep bringing them in, and they keep shopping, and it just takes off on its own. And you stay with it until it happens. And then if you decide that you want to really build your business and build a team, because now it's starting to happen. I hope you see that it can materialize before your very eyes, that you start benefiting from our new dispensaries. Yes, our company is taking a turn. We're adding on new things. We're branching out our vision in such a way that we have new dispensaries now called wellness dispensaries. Mom Mitchell was right on point. I'm saying the same thing. I'm saying CBD and wellness all in the same line, because these dispensaries are fantastic. We've got 3: good, better, best. The best, and it was brought to my attention, one thing that's not on this screen is the 21-day cleanse that's also a part of this, because that's what's on the website. The 21-day cleanse, the 7-day cleanses, the extreme pain cream, all of this is a part of the package now, because our cleanses are helping and changing people's lives, getting them off medication, decreasing their medication, all of that. But guess what? You get paid $400 if a person decides they want to go to the best. $14.99 is the cost. The value is over $2,000. Then if they decide you want to get paid $400, guess what? If somebody else does the same thing, you're getting paid $100. And then 50 and 50 and 20 and 20 and 20. Look at that override from every person that came in and got the wellness coach dispensary. Because not only do they get all that, but they become a wellness coach as well. And later on, if they decide they want to become a scan coach, they're able to get the scan equipment at another cost separate from all of this, because the scan equipment does not come with this. But there are lots of people, they don't want to do the scanning. They want to refer that to somebody else. They just want to be able to do the wellness coach and benefit. So it happens the same way. And then don't forget, they also have their own website, because anybody that gets the packages, they're buying it from their website. So you're getting cha-ching, money from your website, cha-ching, upfront money from when they bought the package for the 200, all of that. You hear the cha-ching going on? Right. And then this is what's replacing the crown jewel. This is why I said to Mom Mitchell, no, don't. You're going to be a blessing to your customer, to your new business partner. They paid $200 less than I did when I joined. I paid $9.99 to get the top package. But now there's the comparable package here for $7.99. You're still getting that $200 to the sponsor. You're getting 800 points. And look at all of the stuff they're getting. They're getting 2 7-day cleanses and a bunch of our top selling CBD products, and the Wakanda University and the broker activation key. This is the better package. $200 to 50, 25, 25. Look at the override chart there. That's how you're benefiting as the sponsor. So $1,400 from $400 on down, the $7.99 from $200 on down, and the same process of overrides is happening. So you're never going to have just one kind of thing going on. You're going to have a number of things happening. And then we still have a way for people to get started, and it's good. 7-day cleanse available, the Hempranium, the broad spectrum power gummies, the Wakanda University, the activation key, 1 month paid as a sapphire for only $199. It's a $500 value. And you as the sponsor, you're getting paid $35. And then when they do the same thing, and they do the same thing, and they do the same thing, look at the hierarchy. Look at the overrides: 35, 15, 10, 10, 5, 5, and 5. Absolutely amazing. Now you're only paid 2 levels, when you do the starter pack. Just remember that, not the 6 levels like we showed you before, and eventually the 7 levels, but 2 levels here. So you have a way to get started, and eventually you'll have a way to upgrade as well. Now, let's just say a person is a coach. Some of you are wellness coaches. Some of you are scan coaches, meaning you're able to do the scans for people. Well, guess what? You get paid too. Every time you go out and do a scan, every time you go out and scan somebody and they purchase something, they purchase the phase 2 a la carte, or they purchase the phase 2 deluxe, or they purchase the phase 3, which is the 21 day. Phase 2 is the 7 day. Phase 2, both a la carte and deluxe. What's the difference? The deluxe has the coffee added to it, coffee and something else added to it. So that's the deluxe. The a la carte is just the products for the 7-day cleanse. Phase 3 is the 21-day cleanse. But the wellness coach and the scan coach might be 2 different people. You may send someone to Houston and ask me to scan them. I would be their scan coach, but because you are in this wellness aspect of it and you qualified or you have gone through the certification to become a wellness coach, you get paid, even without scanning. That's why that wellness coach package is so valuable, because people are referring people to other cities and towns and not benefiting, but this way you benefit. So if they get the 21-day cleanse down here at the bottom, the wellness coach makes $25, the scan coach makes $20, just because you scan, but they have to get the product. And then if they choose to get the full comprehensive report, the health report card, it comes with the phase 3. The phase 2, they have the option to give it to them or to sell it to them for $29.95. Now, if a person gets the 7-day, you still get paid. I remember when we first did it you only got paid if they bought the 21-day cleanse. I'm loving it. You get something for your time. So the scan coach gets $7, the wellness coach gets $10. If you're both of those persons, you get the whole enchilada, right? So it's a benefit to everybody because we want everybody to be scanned. Now, sometimes you'll scan somebody, I won't say sometimes, a whole lot of times. You'll scan people and they won't purchase either one right then. But whether they do it then or later, because you have put them in the system, which I'm going to show you today to make sure everybody knows how to put people in the system for scanning them. You're scanning everybody. You put everybody in our system because they may purchase later. And now it's in the system. They're able to look them up. They're able to find their names. And guess what? Now you get paid. Boom, done. So I hope everybody's got this. Your goal is to help increase your volume, move this to group coaching. So this is, it says it's subject to change, but right now it's 10 and 7, 10 and 7. Now the reason that doesn't change as far as the deluxe, it says it here, you're not paid additional coaching commissions on the coffee and the gummies. So whether it's deluxe or a la carte, you still get paid the same for the wellness and the scanning coach. Now, whoever referred them, that could be you too. You're getting paid commission for the sale of the product. So there's a lot of money going a lot of different ways. Man, it's just pretty amazing. So how do you find all of this? Because now what we're talking about, dispensaries, wellness coach packages, all of this, these are points earned, not CV, but PE. Why is PE important? Because now we're moving into another area of a stream of income, ranking. It's there in your best friend, your data viewer. You want to know where that is. You want to look at your points earned. Now, the thing about points earned at the end of the month, you want to know what they are, but you don't want to just know what yours are. That team member who shows up, that team member who calls you all the time, that team member who's working with you is important, because now you want to help them. It's not about you. It's about helping your team. So you got to understand the difference between CV and PE. CV is only related to products, packages, product packages, not just individual products, but anytime we have a special package, like we have special packages for Valentine's Day and for Father's Day and for Mother's Day, those are packaged product packages. That's CV. And even when we give a discount, now every Monday and all week long, there's some particular product that's a discount. Well, your CV is going to be discounted too. So don't get all touchy because your CV went down, because your customer has gotten more value. But now PE. PE is related to products too. Every time there's a product sold, whatever the amount of that product, now I'm talking about the retail amount. If a product is $79.95, you get 79.95 points. Separate from CV, your product gets less, say 60 CV. For the Hempranium, it's 60 CV, but you get 79.95 points. Points are for ranking. Ranking is done by your team. If $1 is sold, you get 1 point. For dispensaries, that wellness coach, at $14.99, you get 1,500 points. That wellness pack, you get 800 points. The starter pack, you get 200 points. And we got founders packs. Now don't hold me to this because we haven't seen the cost of the founders packs yet to actually know. But in the past, our founders pack and our half founders pack was 200 and 1,000 points. Again, do not write that down because that hasn't been released to us, but I'm just basing this on the previous years. Maybe more because they're going to cost more, but you get points. That's the point I want you to drive home. Points is
Dr. Ross,
yes.
Can you just go back on the slide on the CV? I got the PE, the slide, right, good, thank you.
And then you always still back this up because sometimes it fluctuates and changes based on the cost of a product. So definitely verify all my numbers here because this is an old slide and we constantly grow by looking at these products on your website to make sure the amount, because I think the Hemp MD is 100 CV instead of 105.
Okay, thank you. Thank you.
All right, but remember, if it's discounted, it's less, okay? So let's talk about ranking. We want everybody to rank. You want to rank. You want to go up the ladder. It starts at Pearl. Pearl is 2,000 points. So how do you get 2,000 points? With products and dispensary sales. It's the combination. Sometimes we only think it's only for dispensary sales, but remember I just showed you, points are dollar for dollar when it comes to product. So when you hit 2,000 points in any calendar month, now, a lot of times people join and they came in at the top and they got 1,000 points and then they did something else and got 2,000 points all by themselves. No, you can't do it by yourself. You got to have at least one more player. Then Jade is 5,000, Sapphire is 10, 25, 50, 100,000, all the way to 5-star Diamond. That's $1 million in points in one calendar month. Yes, yes, we will have people doing that. You will be doing that. Start thinking that, start professing it, start claiming it, start decreeing it. It's going to happen. It doesn't happen overnight. This is not a sprint. This is a marathon. Because again, this is a vehicle that can get us there. It's like, you get somewhere faster in a Testarossa Ferrari than you do back in the day. They had the Pinto. Y'all don't remember that. Okay, I just told my age for real. But anyway, I'm just saying, this is a vehicle that can actually get us there. How do you get the Sapphire? Sapphire is where you really start. We want you to get the Ruby now because those who get the Ruby, you're going to get paid to go to Las Vegas. And then the Diamond's going to get paid to go to Dubai in 2024. But it starts at Sapphire. And the reason is because there's a pool. And I'll talk about the pool in a minute. But let's just think about this. How do I get the Sapphire? I help 2 people get to Jade. Or I help 5 people get to Pearl. Let's break it down, right? See, so that makes it a lot easier to understand. How do I get to Diamond? I help 10 people get to Sapphire. Or 4 people get to Ruby. Or 2 people get to Emerald. Or 50 people get to Pearl. Whichever way you see it's easiest to do, you just break it down to its common denominator and make it happen. Why do I want to even think about that? Because there's a pool of money. There's a pool of money set aside every single month, 4% set aside from the gross revenue before expenses, before bills are paid, before profits are made, and it's shared with everybody in the pool. How do you get in the pool? Sapphire and above. And that's every month. Now hear me realistically. You can hit Sapphire one month and not hit Sapphire the next month. That's reality. You're still a Sapphire, but you don't get paid in the pool. You got to hit that 10,000 points every month to get paid. You got to hit that 25,000 points to get paid as a Ruby. So what if you hit Ruby one month? That means you get 10 shares of the 4%. What if next month you didn't hit 25,000, but you hit 15? Well, now you're going to get paid in the 4% as a Sapphire, but you're still a Ruby. Did y'all get that? You can hit Diamond 1 star 1 month. You're getting $100,000 with you, the help of your team. You're going to get 40 shares of the 4%. But next month, you didn't hit it. So next month, let's say you only did 10,000. Guess what? You're still a diamond, but you're going to get paid like a sapphire because that's the number that you hit that calendar month. I hope that's real clear because that's reality. That's how it happens. You don't always hit the diamond and all of a sudden you hit diamond. Why? Because some people drop off. Some people don't work that month. All kinds of things happen. Somebody gets sick. Somebody goes out of town, vacation. They don't work their business. So all kinds of things happen. So you got to recognize your goal is just to get into the pool. And hopefully, eventually, at some point, you will begin to get paid as that rank that you are every single month. That's the goal. And when you get to diamond, you get to double dip to 2 different pools, 2%. Here's a 2% pool. And now you get shares from that pool as well. But you've got to meet the rules. So I told you as a pearl, 2,000 points, but you can't do it by yourself. This is the place where finally a cliche that I always heard in this industry, teamwork makes the dream work. Yeah, right. I didn't have nobody helping me with my team. Teamwork makes the dream work. I was down there by myself talking about, I'm gonna help you with this leg over here. And they helped me with that leg, but this leg was sitting like here paraplegic. And you didn't get paid until they balanced. As with some companies. Here, you just got to have, look at that pearl, 75% rule. That means for 2,000 points, you could have 500. The person you sponsor could have the other 1,500. Or you can have the 1,500, they can have the 500. Or you can not worry about just 2 people. Don't worry about that. Just talk, just share it. You can have 5 people and each one of them can have 500. And it balances out, it doesn't matter. It's just that nobody can have more than 60%. No one person can just come to the top of this company with their money, plop it, and just go to the top. Jade, 60% rule. And then Sapphire has a 50% rule. No one person can have more than 50% when it's Sapphire, Ruby, or Emerald. Okay, so what does that mean? Break that down, Dr. Ross. So minimum 2 people. But let's forget about the minimum. Because we're going to tell everybody we know. That doesn't mean everybody's going to join. But eventually you will have 5, 10, 20, 30 people directly sponsored to you. That's what you want. You want as many people. There's no limit to how many people you want directly sponsored to you because why? You don't want the responsibility of working with the pressure of, is everybody working? Is everybody, doing what they should do? That's not reality. Because a lot of times people have legitimate reasons. I've had people to join my business and right after they joined, someone got sick in their family. Well, I'm not pressuring them to work their business because they're dealing with a family member. I mean, that's more important. So you want to talk to as many people as possible. So in this example, here's a person that wants to hit Emerald. And they've got a team of 5 people that they have directly sponsored. and their team is working. Don did 27,000 with her team. Philip did 3,000 with his team. Sandra did 10,500 with her team. Manuel did 4,500 with his team. And Cassandra did 7,000 with her team. Everybody went to work. But when I total this up, it equals 52,000. Bam, I'm an emerald. But are you? Because the 50% rule says that no one of these team leaders can have with their team more than 50% of what the person is trying to reach. They're trying to reach emerald. That's 50,000. What's 50% of 50,000? 25,000. Who has more than 25,000? Dawn does. So I can't count all of her 27,000. Now, I'm going to get paid commission from everything she did, but to achieve emerald, I can't count but 25,000 of her 27. So let's recalculate. 25, 3, 10, 5, 4, 5, 7,000. Now, guess what? That equals 50,000. That person is emerald under the 50% rule. But then when we get to diamond, now there's another rule, a 1/3 rule. The 1/3 rule means the same thing. No one person can have over 1/3 of the amount that you're trying to achieve, whether it's 100,000, 250,000, 500,000, or a million. But the other thing about diamond and above, diamond 1 star and above, you got to have a minimum of 3 people. What did I say about this minimum? I don't want y'all to focus on the minimum, right? But in this example, here are 6 people directly sponsored to someone. And when you add it up, then they kicked butt. Don did 82,000, Philip 45, 12, Sandra, Manuel, Cassandra, everybody went to work and did something. And it totaled 160,400. Oh my God, diamond. Oops, back up, wait a minute. 1/3 rule. What is 1/3 of 100,000? That's what you're trying to achieve to get to diamond. Let's round it off 33,000, or let's round it off 34,000, right? Well, who is over 33,000? Don is. Oh, Philip is too. So that means I can't count all of Don's 82,000 or all of Philip's 45,000. I can count everything Sandra, Manuel, Cassandra, and Sean did. But let's add it up again. 33, 33, 12, 5, 9, 8, 6, 5, and 4,600. That totals 99,400. Oh my God. I'm 600 points from hitting diamond. This should never happen. You don't go down like that. You don't let the month catch you 600 points. I'm gonna grab you if you let 600 points keep you from hitting diamond. What do? Who's your best friend? How do you know? Data viewer. That's why you're checking data viewer, ladies and gentlemen. You don't let this happen because you've got to know that you're only 600 points away from diamond. What? So now here's what you do. You go to your data viewer. You're not just looking at your bottom total. You're going to change this distributor ID up here. And you're putting one of your team members. You say, well, what about all my team members? No. Is everybody working? I'm talking about the ones who are bringing in the work, who are getting the work done, who are on the meetings, who are doing Zooms, who are having parties, who are going to vending events. You ought to know who those are. You put their ID number right there where that black box is. Put the first of the month, the end of the month, or wherever you're checking this at, click go, and now you see a total down there, and that's their total. Because you want to know where they are. Because if by week 3, you are 600 points away from diamond, somebody on your team is 5 points, 100 points, 20 points, 200 points, whatever, away from hitting pearl, jade, sapphire, ruby, emerald. And now your focus is not on you, but it's on them. Because you need to help them cross the finish line. Because guess what? If you help them, you'll help yourself. But you want to get them. You want to know, I told you, how do you get to diamond? You got 10 sapphires. I mean, 10 times 10 is 100,000. 10,000, that's 100,000. So if you're helping everybody to get to Sapphire, you're helping everybody to get to Ruby because you want them to go to Las Vegas. Or you're helping everybody to get to Diamond. You'll go to Diamond 2-star. My point is, it just can't. If it's only about you, you don't have the message. You don't understand what we're trying to accomplish here. That's why I said it really does make the dream work. And then the car allowance. When you get to Diamond 1-star and above, now you do have to hit the 100,000 every month to get the car allowance. No, the company ain't paying you for a car allowance and you didn't do 100,000 points that month. But every time you do, you get a car allowance all the way up to 5-star. And the trips. We want everybody. That's why you got to understand the comp plan. That's why you're here right now, because you want to go to Vegas. Well, you don't pay for it. We can all go to Vegas, but we want it on the company's dime. We all want to go to Dubai, but we want it on the company's dime. And now, our founding member. Oh, I can't wait until I know exactly what this is going to cost. Whatever it is, start saving your duckies, start letting your money calculate into your e-wallet. It's coming. This is September, October. It will be revealed. If not before, you're going to know what is going to cost. Why is this important? When have you had the opportunity to get a share, a piece of $1 billion company? That's where Wakana's going, guys. We're not even global. We've done over $8 million, on our way to $9 million in 3.5 years. We're going there because we have the leadership to take us there, and they've experienced it before. When I hear the experience of Melissa, and I hear the experience of Phyllis, and I know the experience personally myself because Dr. Pattis, who brought me in, and we see what Dr. Reed is doing. When I see that combination of experience, we're going there. So don't you want a piece of that? And that's what you want to share with other people to get ready for this. This is the last go round on this level. There might be some other things later, but not where you can share in 1%. Did you hear what I said? Share in 1%. Don't tell people they're getting 1% of the company. We're sharing in 1%. And whatever that amount is, they get product with it. They don't just get a piece of paper. That's what we get usually when you go get shares of things and pieces of shares, you get a piece of paper. But here you get more than that. And you get product. And then once you're in the business, because some people don't want to do the business, they'll just want to get a piece of this. That's fine. There's some guidelines I got to follow to get their 3 customers, but I don't want to go through that because I don't have all that written out for what this term is going to be about. But in the past, we had to have 3 customers. That's it. You get a share, you get your piece, and it's paid out quarterly. But even when you're in and you start working your business, every time, let's say you are a Ruby, but you had a slow month. So you hit Pearl numbers, 2,000. That was a low month, right? But guess what? You're a founding member. So you took your 1 share that you got up to 3 shares without having to pay more money for your shares. Every time you hit Pearl, bam, now you got 3 shares for that particular month. 3 times whatever the value of the share is for that particular month. Amazing. Just because you're working your business and you're a founding member. Plus your name is on the wall. Let me just add that in there. If you had 2 shares, you paid for 2 shares, and now you hit Sapphire that month, you get 6 times 1 of those shares. That's 7. 6 plus 1 is 7. So now that month you're getting paid 7 times whatever the value of the share is. And the value of the shares changes, it fluctuates because it's determined by the revenue of the company and how many people are in the pool. And that changes from month to month because some people don't get their 3 customers to qualify. Some people don't do anything and get more shares. What happens when you hit Diamond? You get 12 shares, 12 times the 1 you got. What if you had 4? Now you get 12 here on that 1, 13, 14, 15. Now you get 15 times whatever the value of the share is for that particular month. Amazing. Amazing. All right. Questions, 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 questions. Questions, questions, questions.
Dr. Ross,
Yes.
earlier you were saying that, it's my Mitchell. You were saying that you put the people that you scan into the system. How do we do that? To put the people in the scan that we, the people that we scan. How do we get them in the system?
All right, all right. All right. Hold on to that. I'm coming there. Let's see.
Okay.
Any other
I
questions?
keep jumping the gun.
That's okay. No, that's okay. I said I want to show that this week because I've had some people to ask me and they don't know. Y'all been scanning folk and they ain't been putting them in the system. What's wrong? Okay, we got to fix this. All right. Because when we started,
Dr. Ross, I'm
yes,
sorry, do you mind if I make a suggestion? If you're going to do, well, it's up to you how you want to do it, but if you're going into the wellness coaching training, do you want to do that separately?
I am.
So that you don't have to, okay. All right.
That's why I said, hold on. So let me find out. Any other questions regarding compensation plan? Any other questions regarding the compensation plan? Anybody? Okay, y'all good? Okay. All right, I'm